Good morning, everybody. Out here getting some sun in the yard. I am at my sister's house, hanging out with the doggies out here. I'm sporting a new shirt today. This is Nomadic Brits merch shirt. Can you tell? He was so gracious to bring it to me and give it to me when he stopped by for a visit the other day when we got to meet up. So that was really cool. Hey, Stuart. Good morning. I'm in Tampa, Florida, at my sister's house on my 34. And so I was going to do coffee earlier today, but my ex-brother-in-law was supposed to show up and bring me to breakfast, but he didn't show up. So finally, I'm sick and tired of waiting on him. So I was like, oh, I'll go say hi to the folks. I haven't done a live. I missed last week. Some days I'm so tired or whatever's going on, right? And I just don't feel like doing it. Good morning, guys. Will Burner Express is in the house. Kelly Patterson. Trucker Jason. Thanks for coming in, guys. Stepped in at Trucking. And Stuart. So, in case you just missed it, if you just popped in, this is my Nomadic Brits t-shirt. He brought it to me when we met up the other day. And so, of course, I have to give it a moment to show it off because, hey CB, what's up? Thanks for coming in. It is so sunny. It's so sunny. Clear skies. It's supposed to be up to like 80 degrees today. So it's going to be a beautiful day. My sister doesn't like to get out in the sun because she's had a previous bout with some skin cancer trying to develop. So she doesn't like to come outside, but me, when I'm here, man, I like to sit out here and just like soak it in my skin. So that's what's going on. So I have to do my for Brit, I gotta show off the shirt. So that's my Nomadic Brits shirt. So he had sent one to me a while ago. I'll say not a long time ago, but a while ago, and I was supposed to grab it when I got home. But my daughter couldn't find it when I got there, and so she thinks she accidentally thrown it away. And I felt really bad to tell him that, but he brought me another one. So that was pretty cool. That was a surprise. So what's going on out there? You guys chilling? Where you at? What's the weather like? It's pretty, after coming down here quite a bit over and over again now, like I kind of got some freight patterns nailed down. So it makes it really easy for me to get to Tampa. In Florida, Tampa and Jacksonville are port locations, right? So for me, because my sister lives in Tampa, like I can work it out, And so it's pretty easy to get freight from Tampa that goes to Jacksonville. And then, of course, you probably know that getting to Jacksonville is the easiest. There's the most freight to get, like jump up to Georgia from there. Let me turn my brightness up. It's hard to see out here. Oh, it's all the way up. That's all I get. So I'm excited about Matt's coming up. Little Rock and 61 heading towards Austin, Texas. That's Stuart. Stuart, how's it going out there for you? Are you feeling good about coming back into the market? Is it challenging for you? Wheelburner says, I'm finally home and warm. Good. It's great to have you back, Wheelburner, safe and sound. So is that project over? Your ice road trucking project? We're supposed to try to meet up with some of my cousins today. My cousin from Michigan is actually down here visiting with another one of my cousins. and then I'm here with my sister, so we're trying to see if we can meet up, but they're kind of like a 40-minute drive away, so everybody's like going back and forth like, no, you drive here, no, you drive here, right? But my sister's like, well, I got to take Shannon back to her truck, so I'm not trying to drive 40 minutes out and then drive 40 minutes back and then take me back to my truck. And so every time I stop here, Tampa is not truck parking friendly for free. Okay, so there's only a couple truck stops here in Tampa. One is the TA, and across the street is the Pilot. And they're very small parking lots, so needless to say, trucks are jammed up there every way and sideways. And so then if you go 15 miles north or 15 miles south there's some really nice big rest areas, so you can park there. That's like the best place to park, and that's free. But for me, that means an extra, my sister already drives about 15 minutes in to get me, and then that means she'd have to drive 30 minutes to get me, right? So I just go ahead and pay for parking at the TA there, and that's closest for her to make it easy. The weather killed it. Dar is in the house. Good morning, Dar. I'm sorry to hear that, Wilburner, but I think you got a good stab at it, right? Roads fell apart Thursday. That's it. That's all. Okay. Stuart says, yeah, it's pretty much the same as the COVID, in my opinion. Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. I've been doing a lot of business stuff the past 2 weeks. A lot of thinking and, where I need to pivot and move. And as you guys know, my truck is over the warranty, right? So I'm a ticking time bomb right now with my truck. I mean, there's a good chance that, my truck will not have any problems. It's absolutely pristine. It runs like a top. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I take excellent care of it, but I'm out of warranty. And right now, because you guys know I've been just scraping to get by and stay alive. Survive, I want to say, right, the market, and I've been doing that, and man, I've learned just so much about surviving in a down market. And even if, like, people say, like, the rates are like normal or whatever, okay, even if that's the case, our fuel is too high, so it makes it a tough market. Dar says good morning. I'm trying to see. It's hard to see the blue part. Stepped in Trucking says Iowa on 80 heading west, but it looks like 80 west of York, Nebraska is closed. Is that due to weather? I saw that there's some wicked storm cells moving in the south here, which are going to come across Atlanta, which is where I'm needing to go. Trucker Jason's in the house. Good morning, Trucker Jason. He says, I expect I-80 on through with Wyoming to be closed too. Reefer 77's in the house too. Good morning. I just finished my coffee. I've had a whole bunch this morning, so I'm not going to sit here and have coffee with you. But I am going to let you see the massive sunshine that's shining on my face, right? I'm out here just soaking it in. And I thought, you know what? It'd probably maybe it'll warm you guys up a little bit, seeing all the sunshine. Fate Trucking's in the house. Morning, y'all. Hope everyone's having a great Sunday morning. Yeah, you too, Fate. Thanks for coming in. I'm in sunny Florida. Sun is beating down on me. It's hot. Very nice. I'm out here in my sister's yard, like chilling and enjoying, just soaking some of the sun in. I am on my 34. I was able to book 2 pretty cool loads from the Schneider app yesterday, or I booked them yesterday. The brokers that I work with that keep me running most of the time don't have any freight available in this area, and they seldom do. So when that happens, I turn to, JB Hunt and Schneider apps and look at everything else that's going on, see if I can get something good. Axel Logistics seems to have a lot of freight here that's going up, and they don't pay the worst. JB Hunt obviously does, and Schneider kind of does too. But what I think the key to running down here that I figured out so far is that, you're going to take a loss coming out. Like, don't even think that, like, you're going to find the freaking... you might find one, but I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. So if you're going out of the state, you're going to take a hit. But the key is to short hop as much as you can and make it as profitable as you can, so that when you do have to take that load out, then you're still good, right? So I can hang down here for a couple days and make it okay. I balance that average out, right? So I booked 2 loads that are straight throughs, and one's just a morning 100-mile shot, and the other one's an afternoon 100-mile shot, but it's going to make me $1,000 for the day. So that's pretty great. That's a pretty great day. And only like half a day's running. So I was able to get that off the Schneider app. And so then I got to figure out my next move, right? I'm going to check with my brokers first. If nothing comes up, which, like I said, they seldom have freight coming out of this area, I'm going to find like another short hop from Tampa to Jacksonville, so I can find something from the port of Tampa going up to the Jacksonville port. That's what I've done about 3 times, and that seems to be the best deal, because then the only loss I got to take is from Jacksonville to Georgia, right, to jump over the border. And so far, that's the strategy that I've learned to make it okay to come down here. But before I was like, okay, I can at least take and find something that goes out immediately. That's not, I realize that's not the best strategy. The best strategy is to stay an extra day down here and grab those short hops and then get me up to Jacksonville. And then I take the short loss jumping up to Georgia. So if any of you are thinking about coming to Florida, getting one of those pretty good money Florida loads, grab it. And I would suggest that that's how you run it when you're down here. Because I've really been analyzing the situation, because my sister wants to see me more, and man, it's Florida, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, let's figure something out that works when I come down here, so I don't take such a hit. And it's not really a hit. Like, you can always cover your fuel, which protects your profit coming in, but I wanted to take it a step further and figure out how to be, I can at least, might be not the largest profit margin getting down here, but definitely that strategy that I explained, it seems to be the most profitable one to me so far. So I hope that helps somebody there. Fate Trucking, I watched her video about your truck thing. That really sucks. But I'm sure you bounced back out of it already. Fate Trucking says, I'm actually in sunshine also, not Florida, but it's 60 degrees where I am. The sun, to me, man, the sunshine gets rid of the blahs, right? And like, I want to get in it. I want to like be out here. I want to get some vitamin D into my skin. It kind of just lifts my spirits. Nomadic Brit says, morning from Alabama. Brit, check it out. I got the shirt on, buddy. Oh, here, let me get it on camera. The reflection's killing me. This is the shirt that Nomadic Brit has gifted to me, and I promised I'd wear it on my live, you guys. So here it is. That's official. Delivered right from the man, personally. Thank you so much. Am I zoomed in? What the heck is going on here? Yeah. Okay, wait. Okay, that's better. Okay, there we go. That's what I was going for. I'm sorry for the zoom in, guys. So, Nomadic Brit says, oh yeah, good morning from Alabama. Okay, so you're not far from me, Brit. Trucker Jason says, speaking of being in good weather, I'm sitting in Savannah, Georgia, had to deal with a blowout on the trailer, which made me late for my offloading appointment. Oh no. Well, I'm glad it wasn't a steer tire, bro. Everybody's saying hi. Nomadic Brit says, sunny and 79 and humid here. Everybody's saying hi. Your famous Nomadic Brit. Kent says, hey, what's up with you? I'm in Florida at my sister's, Kent. Thanks for coming in. So I'm showing off my Brits Do It Better t-shirt. Thank you, Nomadic Brit, for the gift. It was very cool to meet up with Nomadic Brit. And it's funny because we were talking afterwards and he was like, you're taller than I thought you were. He thought I was a little shorty. And I'm a tall girl. So, so I was like, well, you were taller than what I expected to. I didn't think he was like short or nothing like that, but I didn't think he was as tall as he actually was. So it's fun to meet up with you guys, you know, and meet you in person and stuff like that. And I'm super looking forward to Matt's. So last night I nailed down getting a rental car to go to Matt's. So my plan is, if any of you guys are planning on going, like my plan is to be there on Saturday. So I would love to meet up with anybody who's going. I think the folks are going to be centered around the Thunder funding booth. Jeffrey Lake's going to be there, and Snorlord and stuff is going to be around there. So I think I'm going to buzz around that area. I am going to take, I don't know if they're going to let me bring Dee Dee in or not. So Dee Dee's kind of an issue at this point. But I'll have the rental car and not my truck. So I got that settled. So I am going now. It's like for real. I'm invested. And so, of course, I'm going to be around there. But I do want to take a walk through the show and like see the show. I've never actually been to anything like that. So, you know, while I'm not going to stay very long, I don't think, I would love to get together for dinner, like a whole bunch of people. I don't know what the restaurants are going to be like there, but if I had it my way, like we would all like go as a big group and have dinner together, and then I got to split. Nomadic Brit says Alabama and AT&T suck together. Tucker Jason says Georgia and Verizon sucks. You know, I thought T-Mobile, switching over from Sprint to T-Mobile was going to suck, but it's actually pretty good. I mean, I know we have technical difficulties with my streams and stuff like that, and when I'm trying to use it as a hotspot, but it's not the worst, I don't think. For the most part, I have good service. Someday when I find, or if anybody wants to suggest it, like what is the best like Wi-Fi situation for your semi truck? Like I feel like I've seen those dome things in the truck stops. Is that a good investment where you have, you know, I guess I should direct this to the gamers out there. I hope I have a good signal right now. It's looking kind of choppy in the video. I just assumed because I was at my sister's house it was going to be great. Let me know if you guys, if we're breaking up or whatever, please. Oh, Tucker Jason. So, yeah, so that's my plan for Matt's. I'd love to meet up with some of you guys. That would be freaking cool. You know, we're going to be YouTubing from there. I can get some content there because that's interesting. I don't do things very often except for work, so I feel like I owe you some interesting content other than my puppy. Hey, speaking of puppies, let's check in on Dee Dee. Let's check in on Dee Dee. There she is. She's getting big. Okay, so here, let's talk about Puppy for a second. Part of the purpose I had to come here to Tampa, she's chilling in the shade, right? She's not a fan of the sun as much as I. It's probably because she's got some black fur. But what we did for her yesterday is took her to the vet while I was here in Tampa. She got her first rabies shot, and she got her third set of puppy shots. So now she is fully vaccinated. Oh, hold on. There we go. Chats. So that's knocked out. And that's a good thing, because if you don't know, or if you're considering getting a puppy, they have to have 3 sets of shots, like first at 8 weeks, and then you go a month and get the second one, and then you go a month and get the third set. So once they have that third set, like, they're fully vaccinated, and that protects them from, like, the parvovirus, amongst other things that they can pick up at the truck stops, the dog parks, the rest areas, right, from other dogs and things like that, from mosquitoes. And we're in so many states, right, and all kinds of stuff, and worms and all. She's got her medication for worms. She won't get fleas, and her heart guard medication. So she's all set, and she's official now because she got her first rabies shot. And so I don't think she has to have that but once a year, but they gave her a little license tag that has, like, rabies vaccinated, and it's got these code numbers and whatever. So I put a collar on her, and I'll have to show it to you. She's being so bad. You guys got to see this. Look at her. Can you see that? She's a digger. Look at her being bad. My sister would kick her butt right now. Look at her go. Dee Dee, what you doing? What are you doing? Dee Dee. You know what? She's trying to cool off. She digs a hole. Now she's all dirty. You bad girl. So that's funny, isn't it? So yeah, so she's got a tag. I got her little collar with diamonds on it. It's pink, and then she's got her little rabies tag. For the first time, she's got a tag. So I said, "Oh, girl, you're official now." I hate when the chat freezes. 17 people in here, guys. Thanks for coming in. I don't want to zoom. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. 17 in here. I got 5 likes. If you guys want to mind, just take a second, reach over and slap that like for me, please, while I get the chat back up here. Okay, there we go. Oh man, hey, wheel burner Dee Dee freaking loves she loves to be outside, and so do I. So that's good. We have a very similar personality. Nomadic Brit says the best are paper cups with string. The phones, yeah. Robert is in the house. Hey Robert, check out my t-shirt. Check out my t-shirt, Robert. You like that? Everybody get a good look at my Nomadic Brit t-shirt. I figured you'd appreciate that, Robert. Everybody saying hi to Robert. He says it's afternoon here on the Guinness. Okay, man, I wish I was sitting with you, bro, having a cold one. If me and my sister decide to give up on my brother-in-law, we're probably gonna go have a couple of drinks and some lunch. I'm after a Cuban sandwich. I did not get one yesterday, which is a bummer. So I'm after a Cuban sandwich if we go out. And I really like I'm not a big drinker or nothing like that, but when you get a chance to decompress and just have a drink, especially down here in Florida when you're in the sunshine, have a freaking cold drink, right? They have this little place around the corner. It's like a little pub, but it's kind of outside because it's Florida. They just open up the building, so it's inside but it's outside type thing. And they have all kinds of beers on tap, and they have Shock Top, which is an orange beer, orange flavored, orange, like a hint of orange in it. and that they serve it with orange slices, right? And oh man, is it like, it's my favorite. And so I'm Irish, so I actually like the taste of beer. So I don't drink it to get drunk. I drink it as delicious beverage. Although it's against my diet principles, but you know, once in a while, especially when I'm hanging out with my sister, I'll have a drink and just kind of let my hair down a little bit and try to unwind and get some of the stress off, because it's very important that I get rested and ready to go. Because I got those, I'm gonna go make some good money tomorrow here, and then that's gonna set me up to take my little bump loss to get out of here. But I got first I have to find another load, because it takes me from Tampa to Fort Myers, and then the reload is Fort Myers back up to Lakeland, and then from Lakeland I'll probably find a Tampa to Jacksonville. And so I'll find that load. That'll get me to Jacksonville. And then from Jacksonville, I'll head out into Georgia. I am going to pop around Georgia this week, though. I've always, like, not a big Georgia fan. But to me, when I start thinking, like, I don't want to go there, blah, 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 right? I feel like that also challenges me. Like, I'm going to make myself go there and learn I want to learn each place, you know. That's kind of a little challenge I set up for myself, so that I can get more familiar and seasoned in the areas, so I can get to know the freight a little bit better, you know. Well, Robert, cheers to you. Trucker Jason says, at least the young fur kid is enjoying the outdoors. Yeah, she loves it. She loves it as much as I do. Robert says, yeah, baby. Mandatory. Oh, he's saying that about my shirt. Mandatory 10 pints here in England. Or gallon at least. Yeah. Well, see, Robert, I'm Irish, so I have that thing in me, you know. I don't like to drink a lot of beer, but I like to have a beer. I like cold beer. Like, there's nothing like a cold beer on a sunny day, right? And so that's kind of like, I don't view it as like, I mean, yeah, it's a cheat on my diet, but it's a carefully made decision, you know, at the right time. If I'm going to decide to cheat that day, whatever. So I can have 2 beers and I'm straight. And so it's just nice to freaking relax and take the edge off, you know. I've been working so hard. And it's like, I think the way the market is right now, like, it requires it. It requires, like, you just can't let anything else get to you right now. This is the time that we have to buckle down. That's my opinion. That's my take on my situation. I'm not trying to give anybody advice, but that's what I have to do, especially being in this lease purchase. So I do worry about being out of warranty, right? I do think about different situations that I could change and better my situation. Now that I've gotten out here and got the education of the market, and I've survived through some pretty tough times, now I think it's time for my thinking to look beyond that, because I feel like I've successfully accomplished what I came here to do with my lease purchase. But now, as a business owner, I have to start thinking about the equipment and reducing risk, right? And Faith, if you're still in here, thank you because that really, you know, you getting the new truck and all of that is what kind of spurred me starting to think about some of these things, instead of just like focusing on the freight and doing that, because you can't forget about your truck. You can't forget about your tool that you use to kill it out here when you have to. And right now is the time that we have to. So I'm sure Stuart would agree with me. Like, you gotta have a plan for the equipment. because if your equipment breaks down, and as for me, I haven't been able to save the money that I should. I mean, let's be honest, right? I'm just barely making it. So I'm not in a position for any kind of breakdown right now, you guys. And say what you will, it's fine. I'm just here to document my journey, and I'm in that situation. Um, I have the credit to possibly finance a big repair, but then I have to look at the rest of the parts on the truck. Let's say something breaks, like my turbo or maybe even my one box. If I went out and I financed that repair, the rest of my truck is a collection of mechanical parts, and my truck has 557,000 miles on it right now, and every part in that truck has 557,000 miles on it right now. And so I'm just like touching that department, because that's a department as a trucking company owner that you have to also manage and consider, and be prepared with the just in case or plan B, or what's the pivot point, right? So I'm kind of tossing all the stuff around in my noodle about that, and just being real. Like, you guys know I love my truck. I'm emotionally like in love with my truck, but yet it is a tool. So I'm not totally lost on that thing, like I have to dedicate everything to this truck. I've always said, for those of you that have been watching me, like, I've always said, like, if I keep this truck, if I buy this truck out, if I stick out my lease purchase and pay it out, you know, yeah, that was my goal, but I always wanted to speak clearly, because I don't feel like, especially as when we're in a volatile market, that you can just stay with a certain plan. If our market is volatile, we have to stay flexible, right? And that's always been in my mind. And my life has taught me that. Like, things change on a dime. Nothing, I don't want to say nothing, but, you know, a lot of times you can make a plan with all the passion and the heart in the world, and God will turn you in another direction or open another door for you or whatever. So in my life, I've learned for myself that I always need to stay flexible. And you guys say it too, like, you always have to have an ace in your pocket. You always have to have a plan B. And I think that's with anything in life, you know. And I'm a big proponent of that, because I was a single mom raising 3 girls and working a million jobs, and you know, things came up all the time, and I had to. There was no, the dad wasn't around. I mean, I had to do it all. I had to make sure that I could provide anything, like whichever any way anything went. So I've gained that skill in my life and in my management of everything, right? There's always something that can throw a wrench in something. There's always a risk assessment that you need to do on every situation. This is how I think. In business, I mean, in the large corporations, there were risk assessment departments to study risks for the business in the way that they were going to move. And when the market conditions change, the political parties change, like, you have to be real about that, right? And you got to kind of be like, okay, well, are you ready for anything? Are you ready if this happens? Are you ready if that happens? So that's just kind of, sorry, I know I kind of went deep into that, but so that stuff is on my mind. Jerome Jones is in the house. Good morning, Jerome. How you doing? Bringing you some sunshine from Florida. To see the screen. I hope y'all are going to be at Matt's. I hope a lot of you are going to be at Matt's. And if you're not, that's okay. Maybe the next year, right? But I'm going to be there. I can confirm and say that now. So it's going to be Saturday for me, though. Like, I can't come to the Friday thing, and I'm not going to stay through till Sunday. I got a rental car. I'm on a tight budget. I got a lot of things going on. It's going to be, I think I can do the day. If we all go out to dinner on the evening, I definitely want to do that. So I'll stick around for that. But then I'm gonna take off. I didn't do the hotel. I didn't get a hotel room. I'm not doing all that. Like, Saturday's my day. It's gonna be a day event for me. And then I got to continue on with what I'm doing. I got some big things that I've got to get accomplished so that I can just get back out to the road. Sometimes you got to stop and handle life, Everybody's saying hi to Jerome. Aaron Petticord is in the house. Hey, Aaron, thanks for coming in. He says, amen, that's the truth. Yeah, especially now, right? Like, this not only applies to our trucking businesses, but this is applying to our lives, and even thinking, are we prepared as families? Right? What if all this propaganda they're pouring out, like, what if just some of that stuff happens? Like, everybody should be thinking about that, in my opinion. And you got to do it in business anyway. Like, if you're going to stay strong through some stuff, you got to have a plan, or at least somewhat of a plan to attempt to do that. And so, yeah, I mean, I'll tell you guys, my whole plan, see, my long-term plan is to get to, like, trucking, right? So I decided that a long time ago. And so I realized I would not be able to work with Mr. Lake. And because the way his business model is set up, you have to be an owner-operator. So then then I had to, well, how do I do that? In my situation, what's the best move for me? So that I can go get a truck and I can make that move, right? That was the big challenge. Going to DART and doing the lease purchase route was my choice, was my answer to that, right? So initially I came in dead set on getting the truck paid for. I picked a short term. I gave myself 2 years. I needed to learn all this stuff anyways. And so it's all given me that, but what I learned along the way, and as I've gotten out of warranty, right, now I'm thinking a little bit differently about it. Dee Dee's a bad girl. She's over there just making a mess. She's such a puppy. Oh, by the way, at the vet we weighed her in, right? She weighs 21 pounds already. Oh my God, she's growing like crazy. I've never seen a dog grow so fast. So it's good. That's the good news. That's good that she's growing. We know she's healthy. Old School says, I live about an hour and a half from Louisville, but we'll be on the road. Oh, dang, Old School. I wish you could, I just hope something changes and you can pop in, right? Something like that. maybe your loads will change or whatever. I don't know how you work, so I'm just, I'm just being hopeful. Like, I would hope to see you. I don't know much about the other truck shows. Like I said, this is my first one. I've never been to something like this. And so this is going to be really fun, and I'm definitely going to give you guys some content from it. And what I think is going to be the coolest is the people that I can run into, right? My subscribers that I get to actually meet in person at this event. That's what I'm really excited for. Hold on. Another view of the shirt. Nomadic Brit's shirt. Y'all know he would put this on a t-shirt, right? He was very kind to gift it to me. And I promised I would wear it on my live. My name is Nobody is in the house. Looking forward to seeing everyone. Oh, you're going? Okay. That's what I'm trying to find out. Like, who's going? Who can say that they're going? I want to know if I can expect to meet some of you. Robert says, was going to Turin, Italy today in a V8 Scania. but the load got canceled maybe next week. Well, that gave you time for beers today, Robert, right? All is not lost. All is not lost, brother. Just celebrate. It's the weekend. So, I've been standing out in the sun a lot with Dee Dee, like trying to get some color on my skin, and it's slow coming because down in Florida, I'm so fair skinned, I have to take it in small baby steps, right? We don't want to get burned. So I give it 20 minutes, 30 minutes, because Dee Dee's a wimp, okay? Let me tell you, she's a wimp. I'll be wanting to stay out in the sun. I'm like, okay, we're going to go out and play. We can do it like an hour or however long until it gets too hot, right? Man, in 10 minutes, no matter where we're at, like, we'll be playing, I'll be throwing the ball, she'll be running, and then she starts wimping out and, like, walking over to the shade and laying down. And I'm like, that's it. I'm like, man, I'm trying to get some sun in my skin, right? I'm so freaking white. So I'm trying to get some color over here, and she's wimping out, laying down in the shade. And then I throw the ball, and then she's just looking at me like, I ain't going back out in that sun. Not right now. So my little times in the sun have been kind of shorter than what I wanted. But it's okay, because Florida sun will get you fast. Make no mistake. See, in Michigan, we lay out. If we're going to lay out and try to tan, you can go for a good hour. If it's later in the afternoon, you can lay out for like 2 hours. You're good. You get some good sun, but not too much. If you try that down here, if you sit out here for like a whole hour, you're going to get burnt. Especially being as fair-skinned as I am. Robert says, oh, I got that already. Okay. Okay. So, Robert, do you work for a company? I'm just curious. I probably heard it before, but I forgot. So, anyways, if you guys didn't see, like this morning, I put some couple little shorts up of the puppies. My sister has a Frenchie bulldog. Her name is Bella, and she had pups. She had 5 pups. And so those will be for sale. I'm just saying this for my sister because she is going to be putting them up for sale. Here's Bella. Let me show you Bella. She's a beautiful little Frenchie. Bella! There she is. There's the mama. Hey, pretty girl. So she had 5 beautiful puppies. Look at them. They're on my shorts. I did 2 shorts this morning showing the little tiny newborn babies. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. And if anyone is interested, please reach out to me. They are purebred. They will have papers and everything. So if you're looking for a cheap pup, don't even bother, because these are going to run to the tune of like $4,000 each. But they're beautiful puppies, and if you guys do your research on the price of Frenchies, you'll see that that's like the going rate. She only has 5. The stud's owner is going to come and get the pick of the litter, so that brings it down to 4. So she's only going to have 4 for sale. But they were just born just a few days ago. But you can see them on my shorts. It's just a little snapshot of them. Like, they're so goddamn cute. Oh my gosh, they're little fatties right now. But they're all very healthy. So she had them delivered by C-section, so it wasn't like a stressful birth or whatever. Robert says, trying to get a job, getting what I can. Some jobs I don't want. That's alright, Robert, because life's too short to not do what makes you happy, right? You know, money's good, but money's not always the answer to everything. So, but yeah, guys, I just want to say hello from the sun, so you can see me squinting. It's very hot. It's a very clear day. Maybe it's nice for you guys to just see some. So I thought, you know what? I'll just bring you some sunshine today, and we'll do our little week kickoff, because it's been a little while. But I got some things cooking. I'm thinking about a pivot in the business. I'm thinking about a brighter future. I'm thinking about strategies in this market and what I want to do with my business. And there'll be more to come on that. Because this is my channel for my journey, and I want to report it. It's snowing right now in Albuquerque. Oh my gosh, are you serious? That's so crazy. Like, spring is, let me say this, spring is right around the corner. I've been saying this for weeks. And it's like the weather keeps proving me wrong. It keeps proving me wrong. I'm waiting, man. So I'll come up north. It starts getting crappy. I run back down south. Cold and cloudy here. 6 Celsius. Oh, Robert, stay in. Drink your Guinness, Robert. It's too cold out there anyways. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It should just be about done, don't you guys think? Like, come on now. I feel like, nature's just got to get whatever this is out of our system. And I'm just getting geared up to run my face off for while the weather's good for the next season. So, I got a lot on my mind. And make no mistake, I'm going to survive, though. I'm thinking about positive things. I'm thinking about positive strategies, which I will share with you at a later date. I don't want to jinx anything. But just know, like, it's not a sink or swim situation for me right now. I need to think about the equipment. I need to think about my risk factor right now. And then the result of that. So what I've learned in the process, let me share this with you. So I'm in this lease, right? And I'm out of warranty now. So if I choose to stay in this truck and not sign another lease or whatnot, here's how it works with the lease purchase. Okay? If my one box goes, if my turbo goes or whatever, and I can't fix it, right? Then I've got to go back to them and I got to say, hey, I don't have the money for this. I can't finance it, whatever. And then I got to turn that truck in. So what they turn around and do is they sell it as is. And then whatever they can't get for it, that's billed to the leaser. Because in your lease agreement, you agreed to return that truck in the same condition that you got it, right? Aside from normal wear and tear. If you think about that for a second, you can see what a dangerous circle that can lock you into. Because what's your option, right? You're going to have to lease another truck from them, enter a new lease agreement, which keeps you there longer. And you still owe them the money for that. So you're going to repay for that repair no matter what, is the way I look at it. That's how people get trapped in lease purchases. That's the downside of lease purchases. That would keep me at DART, out of obligation and all that, right? And keep me in the system. So now that I've learned that part of lease purchasing, I'm really thinking about that. That's the predatory part, right? Reaper 77 says 37 degrees and overcast here in Iowa. Cold, guys. It's hot. I'm cooking over here. Pretty soon I'm going to have a sunburn. Y'all can hate me right now. Go ahead, because, I got on here so I can show you some sunshine. You can either hate it, or you can get your butt on a plane, pack your bags, and come to Florida for a visit. And shake off that cold weather. Nomadic Brit says hi to T-Bone. Oh, Trucker with T-Bone's in the house. Good morning. Good morning, T-Bone. How's it going? So yeah. So you can see what kind of risk. I feel like my risk factor is now increasing as I get more miles and then I get more and more out of warranty. I mean, I'm out of warranty. I mean, more and more miles on the truck and all the parts in the truck. So inevitably here, that situation is moving to the forefront of my list of things to strategize about for the business. And I think that he's probably not in here still, but I feel like he probably had to, I mean, everybody's going to have to do that at some point, right? I know that's why wheel burners, that's his strategy. Like, he's going to stay under warranty and he's going to stay in a new truck. Everybody's saying hi. So, thanks for all the likes, guys. Thanks for coming in. It's kind of what I wanted to just like get off my chest and also show you the sunshine, which I have to go like this to see you. And I wanted to show off my Nomadic Brit t-shirt. Get a good look at that. This is the official Nomadic Brit merch t-shirt. There it is. So, from Tampa, Florida, I'm going to see if I can get my sister to go out for lunch. And here she comes right now.
Florida. Look at this shit.
I know.
Your dog.
I know. I've been watching her. Dee Dee's bad, you guys. Sis is ticked off. Drama. I got to clean this up. So, I love y'all. Peace out. Have a great day. And we'll talk again soon. And give you an update on what's going on, of course. But I think the next time, if I don't come on sooner, is going to be at Matt. So I really hope to see you there.
I'm going to beat you. That's what I'm going to do.
Have a great day, guys. Be safe.
Get out of there.